Stop in today at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You can save up to 10% on Napa Marine, RV, and Power Sports batteries. Grease Monkey utility gloves, a 3-pack for only $11.99. And you can get $10 off any 2 wiper blades when you buy a 5-quart bottle of Mobil 1 motor oil. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
We call it America's pastime, the great game of baseball.
In Cardinals Nation, it's the fabric of our community.
It's the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, the Old Redhead, Ozzie, Yachty, Waino, and now Arenado.
Cardinals baseball is part of what makes us, us. St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Here at KSMO Radio, I've got 24 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock, and it's time to take a look at local news. And it's being brought to you by Gar Trucking and Equipment in St. James. They serve St. James and the surrounding area. They want to help you with all your equipment needs, from chainsaws and mowers to tractors. Stop in and talk to Matt McCarter today at Gar Trucking and Equipment, located at 14380 State Route B in St. James, or you can call them at 573-265-5110. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred in Dent County Sunday evening at 7 o'clock on Route P, approximately a half-mile west of County Road 5070. According to the Highway Patrol report, a westbound 2003 Chevrolet Trailblazer, driven by 43-year-old Dean Ramey of Bunker, failed to negotiate a curve in the roadway, causing the vehicle to travel off the left side of the roadway, where it overturned, ejecting Ramey and a passenger, 46-year-old James Hobson of Salem. Both Ramey and Hobson suffered serious injuries. Ramey was transported by Salem Memorial Ambulance to Phelps Health in Rolla. Hobson was transported by Salem Ambulance to Salem Memorial Hospital. A second passenger in the vehicle, 47-year-old Tennille Hobson of Salem, suffered moderate injuries and was transported by Salem Ambulance to Salem Memorial Hospital. According to the report, Tennille Hobson was wearing a safety restraint, while James Hobson and Dean Ramey were not. The Chevrolet was totaled and removed from the scene by American Muffler and Automotive. The Salem Memorial Hospital, through its board of directors, announces that Jason Edwards, interim CEO, and Doug Hoban, chief financial officer, have submitted their resignations to become effective May 22, 2024, citing personal reasons. The board would like to thank Jason for his time, dedication, and service to the Salem Memorial Hospital. In 20 years with us, Jason has served as our dietitian, chief operating officer, and most recently as interim CEO. The board recognizes Jason for taking the reins and providing a steady hand during a time of transition for the hospital and its staff. Likewise, the board recognizes Doug Hoban, CFO, who has also provided a crucial service to the hospital during a difficult financial audit and transition period after the departure of Rural Hospital Group. We wish them both the best in their future endeavors. Prior to these resignations, the board had started the process of selecting a permanent CEO. The board will continue this process as planned and hopes to have the CEO role filled with the best candidate as soon as possible. Contingency plans are in place to minimize any potential impact of the departure of these two important employees. The board is committed to ensuring the Salem Memorial Hospital continues to thrive and serve as the nexus of health care in Salem area. The board continues to evaluate all options, including partnerships, affiliations, and management agreements to further the goal of providing quality health care to the residents of the district. The board again thanks Jason and Doug for their services and looks forward to the many opportunities the hospital has to improve for every patient, every encounter, every time. The Dent County Health Center will be holding their Spring 2024 Health Fair and Vaccine Clinic Friday, May 3rd from 7 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. No appointments are necessary. Dent County residents can get free basic screenings of blood pressure, height, weight determination, and BMI calculation. Rapid heart health screenings are available for lipid, cholesterol, and A1C for $34.50. Expanded services will be available to for blood chemistry for $3.80. Vitamin D for $13.75, basic thyroid at $3.50, and blood counts for $3. Other services available include rapid blood lead screening for $10 plus free Narcan and free STD testing. Information and scheduling for additional services will be available. No orders are needed for the screenings as the Dent County Health Center has a standing order for health screenings. In order to speed up the process, no insurance will be accepted. Some have asked if the Dent County Health Center is still located on MacArthur, and the answer is no. They've moved to 1010 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard across from Town and Country Bank. To answer other questions about the Health Center Spring Health Fair and Clinic, feel free to call 573-729-3106. Stay tuned. I'll be right back with more local news.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
Continuing with local news, the Dent County Sheriff's Office has released several reports. On Saturday, April 20th, deputies conducted a traffic stop in the 1300 block of East Scenic Rivers Boulevard. The operator was a 53-year-old Salem woman who was found to be driving on a suspended and revoked driving privilege. She was arrested and transported to Dent County Jail. On Tuesday the 23rd, deputies conducted a traffic stop in the unit block of County Road 5035. The driver was a 36-year-old St. James woman who was found to be driving on a revoked driving privilege. She was arrested and transported to the Dent County Jail. 2 days later, on the 25th, deputies responded to the Truman Trailer Court in an attempt to serve an arrest warrant. The suspect, a 31-year-old Salem woman, was located and arrested. She was transported to the Dent County Jail and incarcerated. The next day, deputies responded to the 1000 block of County Road 6230 for a report of a burglary. The victim was a 42-year-old Salem woman who told deputies that a chainsaw was missing from her storage shed. The investigation is ongoing. That same day, deputies conducted a traffic stop at Highway 19 and Highway 68. The driver was a 37-year-old Salem man who was found to be a felon in possession of a firearm. He was arrested and transported to the Dent County Jail. If you have any information regarding any investigation, please call the Dent County Sheriff's Office at 573-729-3241. The Salem Area Community Betterment Association, better known as SACBA, is accepting nominees for their gift of time. Volunteer awards to recognize volunteers who have made a significant contribution to Salem and Dent County. Individuals or organizations who have volunteered or made a significant impact for our community for years of 2023, 22 and 223 are eligible. I've just noticed that nominations had to be submitted by last Friday, so I'll just share with you the fact that they will hold an awards banquet to honor the category winners. That'll be held May 16th at 6 o'clock at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center at 202 South Main Street. As always, SACBA values the support of community and looks forward to honoring those who support our community. The Missouri Department of Conservation is partnering with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a multi-year study to better mediate conflicts with black vultures. Landowners, cattle ranchers, bird watchers, and others may contribute to the study by reporting sightings of black vultures marked with tags on their wings. Black vultures play an important role in nature by eating carrion or dead animals. Vultures have acids in their stomachs that metabolize diseases such as rabies and remove them from the environment. However, their aggressive nature can cause issues for cattle ranchers and other livestock producers. The species can prey on calves, vulnerable cows, and smaller farm animals such as lambs and goats. Black vultures can also cause property damage to vehicles, boats, and houses. Black vultures are known to tear windshield wipers off vehicles, damage rubber seals around the windows, and scratch the paint. They can also tear up vinyl upholstery on boats, pool covers, canvas awnings, and other exposed rubber materials. Black vultures can rip shingles off roofs and peel off window caulking and vent seals. In an effort to track black vultures and test management tools, 89 black vultures near the Missouri-Arkansas border were captured this spring and marked with a white tag on their right wing. Each tag has a letter and number. The tags may be visible from below while the birds soar or while birds are perched. 28 vultures were also equipped with radio transmitters to track their daily movements. The purpose of the study is to better understand black vulture movements, human black vulture conflict, and to test vulture management tools. All sightings of tagged black vultures, either observed alive or taken by a landowner with the appropriate permit, should be reported to the United States Geological Survey's Bird Banding Lab online at reportband.gov. Sightings can also be emailed to USDA wildlife biologist Eric Tillman at eric.a.tillman@usda.gov. Black vultures will occasionally prey on newborn livestock, sick cows, or cows that are giving birth. Livestock producers may use non-lethal techniques to deter black vultures, such as loud noises, spraying with a garden hose, or using pyrotechnics without a permit. Removing animal carcasses and cutting down dead tree snags and other possible roosting sites can also discourage black vultures. Black vultures are protected by the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918 and may not be killed without a depredation permit obtained from the Missouri Farm Bureau. To apply for a depredation permit, landowners may visit MOFB, that stands for Missouri Farm Bureau, MOFB.org. To learn more about black vulture mitigation options, visit agriculture.mo.gov. Landowners can report black vulture livestock loss and request assistance by contacting USDA Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, Wildlife Services by calling 573-449-3033, extension 10. To report property damage caused by black vultures, contact MDC Wildlife Management Coordinator Alan Leary at 573-522-4115, extension 3693. And that has been a look at local news brought to you by Gar Truck and Equipment in St. James. Come see Gar Truck and Equipment for all your equipment needs, big or small, agriculture or construction. They sell it all. Stop by today at 14380 State Route B in St. James or call them at 573-265-5110 or check them out on Facebook.
Outstanding capacity, innovation, and the industry's highest density come together in a New Holland roll belt round baler available from your friends at Gar Truck and Equipment in St. James. Whether you make a 4x5 foot, 4x6 foot, or 5x6 foot bale, there's a roll belt baler for you. All models feature wide, durable pickups with smooth feeding systems for faster baling. Cash rebates or low rate financing available on all models. Call or visit Gar Truck and Equipment in St. James today and speak with your local New Holland product professionals for more details.
For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Well, let's take a look at local and regional sports, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Tigers game with Ava has been rescheduled for tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, field conditions permitting. This game will take place of the Plato game and will be broadcast on KSMO radio and on KSMO streaming sites. The Lady Tigers will go on to begin district play versus West County in Potosi on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. The Salem track team contest at Raleigh Invitational on Friday and the Salem varsity tennis match were canceled due to the weather. No make updates have been scheduled at this time. St. Louis Cardinals had an eventful weekend playing their 3-game series versus the New York Mets. The Cards took the series 2-1 with scores of 4-2 and 7-4, and in extra innings yesterday fell 4-2 after a walk-off home run. No rest for the Cardinals as they travel to Detroit today to take on the Tigers at 5:40. Tune in to KSMO Radio with pregame starting at 4:45. The Royals wrapped up their series versus Detroit yesterday. They won on Friday 8-0, but then lost the next two games 6-5 and 4-1. They'll travel to Canada to face the Toronto Blue Jays today. That's been local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned. We've got the daily stock market report just ahead.
This spotlight on soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Despite a warm winter, Missouri Soybeans Farm Operations Director Clayton Light says Missouri farmers have been patient with planting, hoping to avoid a late frost.
Realistically, a lot of planting has taken place in the next coming weeks and through May as well. So a lot of seeds going to be going in the ground as we have continued good conditions.
On the other hand, much of the work at Missouri Soybeans' centrally located Bay Farm Research Facility is on shorter season soybeans and has yet to happen, says Light. However,
we have started a early planted soybean study. The first planting took place in mid-April, so we're excited about that one as well. So planting has begun, and we'll really ramp it up in the next week or two.
Learn more online at mosoy.org. From Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Well, here at KSMO Radio, it's now time for the Daily Stock Market Report, brought to you as courtesy of the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. Edward Jones has been serving investors since 1922, and they can assist you today. Now, here's the Daily Investment Report, brought to you by Teresa Whalen. Teresa?
This is Teresa Whalen bringing you the Daily Financial Market Report on behalf of financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash and also Edward Jones. Today's U.S. equities closed higher. The Dow closed up 154 points to close at 38,240. The NASDAQ closed up 316 points to close at 15,928. The S&P 500 closed up 52 points to close at 5,100. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 4.66%. The price of crude oil was flat at $83.64, and the spot price for gold was up $8.10 to close at $2,350.60. For stocks of local interest, we have Ameren Corporation at $73.66, down $1.10. AT&T $16.75 down. That is up 17 cents. Boeing $167.22 up 41 cents. Dollar General $142.07 down 58 cents. ExxonMobil $117.96 down $3.37. McDonald's $273.09 down $2.51. Microsoft $406.32 up $7.28. PepsiCo $175.58 down $1.10. Pfizer $25.40 up 14 cents. Procter & Gamble $161.29 down $1.26. U.S. Bancorp $41.12 up 13 cents, and Walmart $60.16, and that is down 5 cents. This has been today's Financial Market Report, brought to you on behalf of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash, serving individual investors with personalized attention and financial advice at 907 South Pershing, right here in Salem, Missouri, bringing you this Wall Street to Main Street report.
Thank you very much, Teresa. That's been the Daily Investment Report, brought to you as courtesy of the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC. If you'd like more information, stop by their offices right here in Salem at 907 South Pershing, or you can call them at 573-729-3831.
World Pork Expo is back in Des Moines, June 5th and 6th at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. Network with industry professionals, attend valuable educational seminars, and explore the latest products from hundreds of vendors. Mark your calendars for 2 days full of events, and don't forget to grab your free lunch at the Big Grill each day. This is more than an expo. It's where the pork world comes together. Learn more at worldpork.org.
Well, here at KSMO, I've got, looks like about 18 minutes till the hour of 8 o'clock, and it's time for Operation Weather Watch, a complete summary of weather in the KSMO listening area, and it's being brought to you by the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Healthy Dent County, and the Salem Fitness Center. For more information about the services they offer, call 573-729-8163 or drop by 1200 West Roller Road. Well, through tonight, widespread flooding is ongoing in a majority of our area. A decaying thunderstorm complex associated with a mid and upper level shortwave is currently exiting our forecast area, bringing a much-needed dry weather break. Some lingering stratiform rain will continue in the eastern Ozarks through the morning, but much of the heavy rain is over. Unfortunately, effects from the heavy rain will continue today with at least 90% of our forecast area under some sort of flood headline for at least minor flooding. In the last 72 hours, MRS QPE estimates put almost our entire area at over 2 inches of rain with several corridors of at least 4 inches. Pay attention to the roadways when traveling, especially near low water crossings and rivers. Turn around, don't drown. The hardest hit area was in west Missouri and southeast Kansas, including areas like Nevada, Pittsburgh, Kansas, and Fort Scott, Kansas. These areas received 6 to 10 inches of rain in the last 72 hours on top of 4 to 5 inches from days prior. AHPS precipitation analysis puts Fort Scott in the 10 to 15 inch range over the last 7 days. Needless to say, this has led to some dangerous and significant flooding in that area. The Little Osage and the Marathon rivers have notably reached major flood stage. While no rain is expected in the short term, it will take a bit of time for these rivers and area flooding to recede. Once again, pay attention to alerts and stay away from any suspected flood waters. With the upper-level shortwave trough and surface low lifting to the northeast, an associated cold front will sag through the area this morning. Ahead and just behind the front, dew point depressions have dropped to 0 and below. This, paired with weak surface winds and generally clearing skies, will promote fog formation, especially in extreme southwest Missouri along the northwest edge of the Ozark Plateau, where northwesterly upslope surface low will enhance saturation and condensation. Additionally, with the low-level relative humidities generally greater than 80%, no cloud ice present, a band of upward omegas moving in and along the front, and northwesterly upslope flow along the plateau. Light drizzle will also be possible within and around the regions of fog. Both the fog and drizzle will dissipate by 9 o'clock at the latest, when clear skies promoted increased surface heating and mixing after sunrise, leading to high temperatures in the mid-70s. Now tomorrow through Sunday, additional storm chances return later in the week. After the upper level wave exits, the long wave pattern that sets up will exhibit a broad trough axis over the northern Rockies, with the jet stream max staying within the northern plains. This will keep surface low tracks generally well to the northwest of our area. Indeed, a surface low will move across the northerly plains beneath the long wave, allowing for southerly surface flow across our area. This will lift the cold front back to the north, out of southwest Missouri, and advect in high temperatures in the low 80s for Tuesday, Wednesday, with lows in the lower 60s for those nights. Within the aforementioned long wave pattern, several short waves are expected to revolve around the axis. Though the waves should stay to our northwest, each one will force rounds of convection that could clip our area generally along and northwest of I-44. This means we would most likely see scattered remnant convection Tuesday and Wednesday evening and night that could at times be marginally severe for our western counties. Our best chance for showers and thunderstorms looks to be Thursday as the deeper short wave rounds the broad long wave axis. This will allow for greater shear and surface frontal forcing to overspread our area. This will bring 70 to 90% chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday evening and night. GEFS probabilities give a 40 to 60% chance for CAPE values greater than 1,000 J per kg, and with the wave passing closer to our area, shear would be greater, so severe weather could be possible. However, uncertainty in exact details is still too high to give a probability on severe weather. CSU machine learning guidance does put much of our forecast area in a 15%, though the centroid is out to the west in Kansas. Later updates will further evaluate this system for severe weather potential. After the short wave clears the area, cooler weather will filter in behind, with highs going from near 80 degrees Thursday to the mid-70s for the weekend. Lows will hover in the 50s for the same period. Model spread increases after Thursday, but more chances for some showers and thunderstorms exist into the weekend. Pops are currently at the 15 to 30%, highlighting the timing and ensemble uncertainties. GEEF has a shortwave ejecting out of the southwest, bringing widespread rain chances. EPS and Canadian ensembles do not show this shortwave, generally keeping our area dry. We will see how models come to agreement in the future, but with the late spring warm sector settling in across the central and southern continental United States, showers and thunderstorms appear more possible from a day-to-day basis, especially with ensembles hinting at long wave trough setting up over the western U.S. in the long range. Well, in our climate report, yesterday's high was 71 at 2:23 yesterday afternoon. Record high for the date, 87 in 1894. Our low was 59 at 11:59 p.m., with the record low being 31 in 1973. Yesterday's official precipitation was 1.8 inches. Month to date, 7.42, which is way above the normal month to date of 4.32. Since January 1, we've finally exceeded the normal, with 13 and 1600ths being the official for this year. Normal total from the first year at this date would be 12 and 7700ths. So we're about a half an inch above normal at this point. The bad thing about it is a lot of it's been in the form of runoff during these heavy rains in the last few days. Well, let's look at today's normal would be 72, with the record high being 89 in 1899. Our normal low would be 50 degrees, with the record low being 31 in 2008. The sun rose at 6:12 this morning. It'll set at 7:55 this evening. Our forecast indicates that gradually today our skies will clear and will become mostly sunny. We should have a high temperature near 74, and southwesterly winds will be about 7 miles per hour. They'll become northwesterly this afternoon. Skies should be mostly clear tonight with a low around 50 degrees. Winds will be out of the north at about 6 miles per hour. They'll become calm during this evening. Tomorrow we could have some patchy, dense fog before 8 a.m. Skies will be sunny as they clear out with a high temperature near 80 degrees, and southerly winds will be 6 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night should be partly cloudy with a low around 57. Southerly winds will be 9 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. We expect mostly sunny skies on Wednesday with a high temperature near 84. Skies should be partly cloudy Wednesday night with a low around 61. Will be breezy Wednesday night. Thursday we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms. We'll have breezy wind conditions with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 80 degrees. Thursday night, showers and thunderstorms are likely with mostly cloudy skies, low around 57. Then Friday, showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm with partly sunny skies and a high near 72. Partly cloudy skies in the forecast for Friday night with low around 48. Then we should be sunny Saturday with high temperature near 77 degrees. Skies will be partly cloudy Saturday night with low around 52. And Sunday, we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms back in the forecast with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 77 degrees. And that has been Operation Weather Watch, brought to you by the Salem Community Center at the Armory, the home of Healthy Dent County and the Salem Fitness Center. For more information about fingerprinting, rural addressing, or meeting rooms, call 573-729-8163 or drop by 1200 West Roller Road.
The Healthy Dent County Fitness Center is proud to announce that they are now offering free memberships to those who have the Silver Sneakers program, which is a benefit available through many Medicare plans. Silver Sneakers is the nation's leading community fitness program designed exclusively for older adults. Getting started is as easy as calling the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center at 739-1127 to see if you qualify, or stop by and sign up at the Fitness Center office, take a tour of the facility, and start working out at no cost. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, partnering together for your well-being. Stop by 1200 West Roller Road or call 739-1127 to get all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, together for your benefit.
It's now time for the Civic Record, a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. The Civic Record is being brought to you by Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 south at Roosevelt. That's where you'll find a full line of quality household furniture, great selection of bedding, and outstanding collection of flooring at the lowest possible prices. Call them today at 573-729-3422 or stop by Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South, truly where the bargains are. Carolyn Denise Flint, age 62 of Salem, passed away Friday, April 26 at home, surrounded by family. Funeral services for Carolyn Flint will be Tuesday at noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will also be on Tuesday from 10 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Carolyn is survived by her husband, Robert Flint of Salem, daughter Kristen and husband Trevor Warnall of Dixon, sister Betty Simon of Wilmington, Illinois, mother-in-law Virginia Flint Headley of Salem, brother-in-law Carl and wife Tracy Flint of Salem, sisters-in-law Jackie and husband Harold Billings of Salem, Dana Willis of Salem, Rebecca Flint of Licking, and Melody and husband Tracy Wilkerson of Dwight, Illinois. Several nieces, nephews, other relatives, and friends also survive. And all arrangements for Carolyn Denise Flint of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Betty Lou Allison of Rolla passed away Friday, April 26, at the age of 81 years. Funeral services for Betty Allison will be Tuesday at 1 p.m. at the Rolla Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will also be held at the chapel prior to the service from 11 a.m. until service time at 1. Entry will be in the Ray Cemetery. Betty Lou is survived by sons Clay Allison and wife Kristen of Bolivar, and Mike Allison and wife Kimberly of Rolla. Several grandchildren and a great-grandson also survive, along with a host of nieces, nephews, extended family, and friends. Memorials are suggested to the Ray Cemetery, and all arrangements for Betty Lou Allison of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Ramey Richard Ratliff, age 76 of Salem, passed away Saturday, April 20th in Rolla. A celebration of life will be held at 3 Saturday, May 4th at the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses, Salem. Ramey survived by his wife, Diana Ratliff of Salem, daughters Rena Renee Cook of Denver, Colorado, and Shantae Renee Ratliff of Federal Heights, Colorado. One grandson and 2 great-grandchildren also survive, along with siblings Robert Ratliff and wife Mary of Denver, Colorado, spiritual family of brothers and sisters, and extended family and friends. Memorial contributions may be made to worldwide work for Jehovah's Witnesses. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Ramey Richard Ratliff of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Please stay tuned. I'll be back with more of Civic Record.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
Progressive Ozark Bank's debit card is now ready for your smartwatch or phone. It's compatible with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. Just upload it to your mobile wallet and go. No more fumbling to find your card when you're in a hurry. Just tap and pay. Simple, easy, and secure. That's the progress of local banking. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured. Where people matter.
Continuing with Civic Record. Well, today at the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane, their menu includes spaghetti and beef meatballs with garlic bread, Italian veggies, and peaches. Now, that menu may change without notice. It's subject to the availability of food. Lunch will be served from 11 to 12:30, and then their soup and salad bar will be served starting at 10:30. The suggested contribution, if you're 60 years of age and above, is $5. If you're under the age of 60, that suggested contribution is $7. Well, that has been the Civic Record, a program of church and civic news to mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record has been brought to you by Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 south at Roosevelt, 2 blocks south of the Crossroads Shopping Center. Call them today at 573-729-3422 or stop by Southtown Furniture, part of the Baldor family of furniture stores with the 4th generation serving you. Southtown Furniture, truly where the bargains are.
Southtown Furniture in Salem is your local authorized appliance dealer for Speed Queen washers and dryers. Speed Queen is the most dependable washer and dryer available today, featuring their famous commercial design using only the highest quality metal components. These components are tested for over 10,000 cycles or 25 years of life at 8 loads per week. Your clothes will always come out cleaner with Speed Queen's large size agitator and wash tub, both rotating, allowing water to move through the heaviest fabric to create a better, gentle wash. Stop by Southtown Furniture today, your local authorized appliance dealer for Speed Queen washers and dryers, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem. It's Southtown Furniture.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Here at KSMO Radio, it's 8 o'clock, and it's time to take another look at that Salem Senior Citizen menu for today. And it's brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. Their menu for today at Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane, includes spaghetti and beef meatballs, garlic bread, Italian veggies, and peaches. Now, that menu may change without notice. It is subject to the availability of food. They'll serve lunch from 11 to 12:30, and their soup and salad bar serving will start at 10:30. The suggested contribution is $5 if you're 60 years of age and above, and under the age of 60, that is $7. If you'd like more information from the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane, feel free to call 573-729-2373. And that's been the Civic Record. That's been the Senior Citizen menu. We've already had the Civic Record, so now that's the Senior Citizen menu for today, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO.
At Case IH, we know you work hard all year to maximize your yield at harvest. And to do that, you need a combine that works as hard as you do. That's why we built the new AF11 with more horsepower, more efficiency, and more capacity than any other combine out there. Plus, built-in automation to harvest more easily than ever before. To do more with every engine hour, you need equipment that's as good as you are. You need the best in your field. Visit your local Case IH dealer for more on the AF11.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri's drought alert has been extended to September 1st. The executive order signed by Governor Mike Parson directs continued coordination of state resources and combined response efforts until conditions improve in drought-impacted areas. Parson says the alert will continue if the state's farmers and ranchers are struggling from the efforts of prolonged dryness and concerns over commercial navigation along riverways continue. The lack of precipitation and below normal stream flow over the past year have kept the Show Me State under a continuous drought alert since May 31st of last year. The clock is ticking for Missouri lawmakers who have passed 6 bills so far this year. Elisa Nelson reports whether a special session could be in store.
With 3 weeks left to go in the Missouri legislature session, the Senate's gridlock this year has created a giant traffic jam of bills awaiting attention. If lawmakers don't pass some of Governor Mike Parson's key priorities, could a special session be on the horizon?
We'll have to see. The main thing we got to do is we got to get the budget done. That's the one the Constitution says we do. But, special sessions just depend on what the facts are. And I don't think right now anybody knows what's going to cross the finish line or not. So we'll address that issue at the end of the session.
Some of the governor's top requests this year include passing a child care tax credit package, pay increases for state workers, increasing teacher pay, and funding to improve I-44 as well as low-volume roads.
Anti-sanctuary city language has been added to the budget bills the Senate is working on. It would strip state funding away from any city or town in Missouri that declares itself a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Warrensburg Republican Denny Hoskins is taking a hardline stance on immigration. He calls out Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas for his recent invitation to immigrants to move there and find work.
I will just say, hey, mayors of Denver and New York City, keep the illegal immigrants. You all are sanctuary cities. We are not a sanctuary state.
Democrat Peter Meredith of St. Louis, who sits on the House Budget Committee, says some Republicans are lying about what Lucas said, calling it politics. This is Missouri Net.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Getting ready to take on spring? Create your own outdoor oasis with legendary Steel tools. From mowers and blowers to trimmers and more, count on Steel to get it done this spring. Right now, save $30 on the American-made FS56 RCE trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours at SteelDealers.com. The FS56 RCE is made in America of U.S. and global materials. Offer valid for limited time only while supplies last. See participating dealer for details.
Missouri traffic stop helped authorities uncover an illegal marijuana operation. Anthony Morabith reports.
A fake Amazon van was stopped in Missouri earlier this year, and its discovery helped investigators take down an illegal drug operation in Oklahoma. Highway Patrol troopers stopped the van and found several hundred pounds of marijuana that was connected to a business in Lindsay, Oklahoma. The company in question allegedly was involved in a deceptive practices scheme connected to marijuana sales. It led to the seizure of over 9,000 marijuana plants and 200 pounds of processed marijuana at the Oklahoma plant. Missourians are reminded that crossing state lines without state legal marijuana purchases is against the law.
Missouri is projected to have more than 381,000 total job openings through next year. The openings are connected to employees leaving their occupation or the workforce entirely, but also due to business growth and the need to fill newly created positions. And over $20 million in financial assistance has been awarded to Western Missouri's Higginsville for building a new wastewater treatment system. This is Missouri Net.
Be wise to guy wires. Observe the 10-foot rule to stay clear of guy wires and overhead power lines. If a guy wire is disrupted or broken, do not try to fix it yourself. Instead, call the professionals at Intercounty Electric at 866-621-3679. Guy wires on power poles provide grounding as well as support, so any damage to a guy wire can cause an electric current disruption, creating a very dangerous situation. This message is brought to you by Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Every year, feral hogs cause